Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of the Naming 100 Women Challenge series. So, this episode is going to be general women in history. So, of course, history is a super broad topic, and there are so many different categories. But I'm going to do the 100 women I want to include in here. So, again, before I start, I'm going with the M category. This will probably be the last time that I'm going with the missed category because there's only a few names this time. Now, in the first 4 episodes, I think I've named over 260 women authors at this point. However, there is one author, very famous, who I've been meaning to put down every single episode, but somehow I have forgotten to put her down every single time. But I am not going to forget to put her down this time, so Anne Rice. Alright, now I've put her down. Alright. I also forgot to put down Donna Strickland for Women in Sciences, and I also forgot to put down Betty Boothroyd for Women in Politics. So, yeah, those are the 3 names that I have not yet said that I wanted to include in my series. So, now that that is out of the way, let's get to the main action. So I'm just still working out how I want to attack this. So I think I've done multiple of my previous episodes in this series. I've gone through earliest to latest, but I think I want to start with like the what I think every names that everyone should know, and yes, that's how that's what I'm gonna do. So how I'm going to start this, I'm going to start with the who I think are the most important women in history. So I'll go with Helen Keller. Oh, I typed in Helen Keller. This is what happens when you do this at 4:30 in the morning. Helen Keller, Anne Frank, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. Like, yep, the all absolute legends in their own right. Let's now might as well do the 6 wives of Henry VIII, Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, and Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. So, yep, and then the most important queens in history. I'll do Queen Elizabeth I, Queen Elizabeth II, Queen Victoria, and we might as well get the other queens of England. We might as well get the other queens of England while we're at it. So Mary the First, Mary the Second, and Queen Anne. And let's get I'll get Matilda, and I think am I missing any queens of England? I don't think I don't think I'm missing any queens of England, but let me just double check. Might as well also include some queen consorts. Elizabeth of York, Henry VII, Elizabeth Woodville, Catherine Swynford, Margaret Beaufort. And then, let's get, all the 1400 ones. Eleanor of Aquitaine is a very important one. And then, Mary of Anjou. And, let's get, any other, like, medieval, might as well get Joan of Arc out of the way, because she's another very important one. Might as well get, I know Joan of Arc has nothing to do with English royalty, she's French, but just want to include her anyway, so I don't forget her. And we might as well also get Princess Diana and Mother Teresa, who both died in August of 1997. The funny thing is, my mom. So, the day that Princess Diana died was also the day that my mom found out that she was pregnant with me, which is it's kind of a coincidence there. Alright, I'm gonna go back, let's go back to English, let's go back to English royalty now, so we'll get, Henrietta Maria. Might as well also not forget Mary Queen of Scots either. She's another important one. Now let's get Catherine of Braganza. And I'm gonna do Nell Gwyn in actresses. So I'm in episode 7 when I get to actresses or women in entertainment. So I won't include her in this episode. So, or I should say, I should not let poor Nellie starve. But yeah. What else should I go with? Obviously, I'll go with, I mean, there are multiple Princess Charlottes. Obviously, Princess Charlotte, in Line to the Throne, but, Queen Consort to George III. But I'm just gonna put Charlotte, George III. And, I unfortunately forgotten who the Queen Consorts were to George I and II, but I do, Adelaide, William IV, I can do Caroline of Brunswick, and then, let's get, we'll do Mary of Teck, of course, Wallis Simpson, can't forget about her. I think that's gonna sum it up with British royalty. I might as well also include Princess Margaret and Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon, the Queen Mother. So yeah. Now I'm gonna do next, I think I'm just gonna let's do ancient women, so women from BC. I'm not gonna include, I'm actually not gonna include should I include, I'm not gonna include biblical characters, because I feel like, yes, the Bible is history, but I want to include, like, historical figures, and not, like, I don't want to include women from the Bible because they're all, like, universal figures. I can't, like, I include what I want to include. I don't think I'm gonna put down Mary Magdalene or Mary or any other biblical characters, so I'm just gonna do like like flat out historical women. So like, yeah. So let's get, we'll do Olympias, the mother of Alexander the Great and wife of Philip II of Macedon. Let's get Xanthippe, wife of Socrates. So I already included Hypatia and Sulpicia and Sappho in previous episodes because of their occupations. So yeah, let's get Saint Helena, mother of Constantine the Great. But yeah, so I'll do some more companions. So Empress Theodora, Justinian, I'll do Roxolana, Suleiman the Magnificent. I can do Saint Olga of Kiev. But yes, and then I'll go over to Asia now. Empress Wu Zetian and Empress Dowager Cixi. So yeah, I should probably. I mean, there's the Trong Sisters of Vietnam. I don't know their first name. I'm not gonna include groups. Okay, and then, what were the twins in Thailand called? Who were the, what were the, who are the ones in Thailand called? Oh, they're not coming to me. But I wouldn't include them anyway because I'm not including duos or trios or groups or anything. But yeah. So yeah. I think the next I'm going to include suffragettes or suffragists. So I'll do U.S. suffragists and UK suffragists. So I'll start with U.S. So Susan B. Anthony, Sojourner Truth, and let's get Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Lucretia Mott, let's get Ida B. Wells, I got yeah, what else am I missing? There's definitely more. Well, what else am I missing? Like, I included Harriet Tubman in the very beginning, but I just want to make sure. I know there's another woman. I know I'm missing a woman. Oh god. This is embarrassing. I should have all of them down, but I think I got the big ones. Susan B. Anthony, Sojourner Truth, Elizabeth Cady Stanton. So I know there's another big name there that I am missing. But who am I missing? I'm just gonna think for maybe another 30 seconds or so. But what name am I missing? I mean, I'm gonna be kicking myself when I hear her. Once I hear moment I hear her name, if I, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I am missing another big name up there, but like, it's for some reason it's not coming to me. So I think I'm just gonna move over to UK. So let's get Emily Pankhurst, Emily Davison, and I think that's all I can. I think that's all I'm gonna. I think that's all the only suffragists in the UK that I can remember. I know there were a bunch of other Pankhursts, but I forgot their first names. But yeah, anyway, I think now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move on to some infamous women in history. So I'm gonna get Elizabeth Bathory, Charlotte Corday. I'll do Carrie Nation and yeah, Carrie Nation and Lizzie Borden. Virginia Hall. And yeah, let's get some assassins or attempted assassins. Might as well do Lynette Squeaky Fromm and Sarah Jane Moore, who both tried to assassinate Gerald Ford. And yeah, I think that'll do. Let's do some very rebellious women, or very explorers or such. Let's go. Yeah, so I'll do pirates, Ching Shi, and also Anne Bonny. Do some outlaws. Let's do Annie Oakley, Calamity Jane. Let's do Belle Starr, and also Belle Boyd, who was another pirate. I forgot to include her. So yeah, let's get some other important women. So I'll do other like queens or heads of state. So I'll do Lucretia Borgia, Catherine de Medici. Let's get Catherine the Great and Elizabeth Petrovna. Okay. Yes. I would have to say that's good. I am going to. Alright. Yes. I'm gonna do some other women in history that aren't very well known, that should be more well known. So there's this Malinche, who was Aztec woman, who was the translator, the interpreter for Hernan Cortez, who was said to be a traitor in the amongst the Aztecs. But we got I think of like some other Alright, I think maybe I should include some Nobel Peace Prize winners would be nice. So let's get Machado, who won last year, and we'll get let's get Malala Yousafzai, and then Tawakkol Karman, and let's get Yes, let's get Aung San Suu Kyi, and we'll get Robert Minchu, and do we know any other female Nobel Peace Prize winners? I mean, I know there's definitely more, but I don't think they are coming to me right now. But yeah, I think I can move on from that. Let's get some other labor unions. Let's get Dolores Huerta. And yeah, I think that'll sum that up. Let's do Gertrude Ederle. First one is from the English Channel. Surely we should include Diana Nyad as well. And I'm not gonna include Amelia Earhart in this episode. I'm gonna include her in miscellaneous. So I'm gonna include aviatrices, astronauts, etc., and fashion designers like Coco Chanel, etc., in the miscellaneous category. So, yeah, I want to do like actual historical women. So, let's get I haven't mentioned Maria Theresa yet. But let's get might as well get I might as well get Wilhelmina, Juliana, and Beatrix in the Netherlands. And yeah. Let's also get Queen Christina, another very important figure. You know, not only royalty but a polymath as well. That's who. Anyone else who I really, really, really want to include. So, we gotta include Sacagawea, because she's a very important one, and of course, we gotta include Pocahontas. We cannot forget about her. So, yeah, who do I really want to include? So yeah, you know what, who I should also include for writers? I should include, who I never did include, I should include Lady Antonia Fraser, wife of Harold Pinter, who also did a few plays herself. I'm just gonna include her. But, yeah, let's move on. I just wanna... Yeah, figures and... Oh, yes, I should do, what were their two names? The two women from Northern Ireland. What were their names? Betty. What's her name? Betty something. No. Oh, what the fuck is her name? Betty something. Oh no. Oh my God! I didn't include Betty Smith in female authors. Oh my God. That's so bad. I never included Betty Smith in the authors. Oh my goodness. But at least I remembered her now. Okay. But what's her name? What's her name? Betty something. Oh no. Oh man. What's her name? Uh, I'm I didn't include I might have should have included her in the sciences because I include the other nurses, but Dorothea Dix. The two women from Northern Ireland who won the Nobel Peace Prize. What are their names? Betty not Betsy DeVos. That's someone else. Uh oh my god. Well, I should include Betsy Ross. Can't forget about her. What were their names? What were their names? Who won the 19? What's her name? Betty something. Uh, I'll come back to that one. Might as well get the very controversial Angela Davis as well. And the fuck are their names? Betty something. Oh my god. Oh my god, what were their names? Will their names come to me? The two women from Northern Ireland who won the and not David Trimble and John Hume, but the female duo. What were their names? I'm trying to remember their names. One of them is Betty something. Uh, it's like right on the tip of my tongue. And unfortunately, they're not. Their names are not going to come to me. That's really unfortunate. They'll come to me and I'll have them in the next episode probably. But yeah, I can't. Right now, their names are not coming to me. But I think I'll just move on and do some other names. So let's do. I want to do figures that I definitely should include. And a lot of them I've already included in the women in politics one. Might as well include Winnie Mandela to get her. Um, but who else do I want to include? I'll include some first ladies. I want to get a little more variety. Martha Washington, Abigail Adams, and let's get Dolly Madison, and yeah, the most important first lady, and of course Mary Todd Lincoln. Those are like the most important first ladies in history. So yeah. So there anyone else that I really want to include? Like, I'm going through different countries. So yeah, I never, Molly Pitcher, of course, and, let's see, the first woman to receive the Medal of Honor, the name escaped me. I'll know the name when I see it, but I don't remember her name. But, who else do I want to include? I already included Clara Barton and Florence Nightingale because I included them and Mary Seacole and Edith Cavell. I included all the nurses and the women in sciences. But I want to include. Yeah. Still trying to decide who I want to include. Yeah. I should include Virginia Dare as one I definitely should include. And then, I never included Queen Isabella, which I should have included a while ago. So now that leaves only 5. So yes. The other ones I've already included. Oh yeah, who could forget Bertha von Suttner, the very first woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize, and also Jane Addams. Can't forget about them. Yeah. Let's also, who were those two? Who were the two Northern Ireland women? Betty something, and completely forgot the other woman's name. And yeah. I should include Elizabeth Fry, another person I should include. Prison reform in the UK. And then should also yeah, who is there anyone else who I want to include? Well, obviously I want to include those 2 women Nobel Peace Prize winners, but their names are somehow not coming to me. But I included Anne Frank in the very beginning. I might as well include Miep Gies. And Who do I want to include as my number 100? I'll do I just want to make sure. Oh, you know what? I should include, Lady Jane Grey. You can't forget about her. All right. All right. Yep. I think that'll sum it up. That'll be those will be my 100 for women in history. I'm pretty sure that I'll have those two women in the next episode for sure. But anyway, yeah. That'll be it for now.